Say, can you all hear me, or are we in too large of a room? Are you guys okay? Do I need to use a microphone? You're good? Yeah. Okay. That's all right.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. So in the course of the last 4 job searches that I've conducted personally, I've applied over a period of about 3 months to 500 or so different postings and had about 10 interviews or 10 people call me back for the positions. While I originally intended to apply to jobs that I was qualified for or were essential to my skill set, what I found is I typically was applying to reach positions and things that I really wasn't qualified for. So hence the idea of Career Match, an online recruitment and placement solution which will allow candidates to be matched to jobs that they are qualified for and interested in based upon their skills. So the current problems in the market, you have candidates are incentivized to apply to as many positions as possible without any regard for their qualifications. And as a result of that, it takes a lot of time investment into your application process, as well as you get very little feedback from employers. On the other hand, employers receive hundreds of applications for every open position that they post, and have to resort to screening techniques in order to figure out what applicants are qualified, not qualified, potentially missing very qualified individuals, as well as very large costs associated with those processes, and additionally with the cost of screening and the cost of posting. So our solution to this is to provide a website where you can go on, fill out a profile, and a candidate-centric approach, and you can demonstrate your skills and ability through objective testing. We'll then provide matches to you for the positions that you're most qualified and interested in. On the other hand, employers will be able to access the site for free and post their positions for free, and our emphasis will be on filling positions rather than generating additional postings. So our business model. Revenue is generated from the candidate side. We're charging individuals access fee either on a monthly subscription basis or on a one-time service fee. Right now, the least favorable estimates for our expenses indicate a break-even point of about $55, whereas our survey results indicate that individuals will be willing to pay between $75 and $150 in order for a one-time access to the site until they're employed. Our target range for income is looking at individuals with an income between $30,000 and $80,000, and there's 60 million individuals in America that fit that category, and they change jobs roughly every 5 years. Again, it's going to be free to employers, and we're only charging on the candidate side. Our original customer acquisition strategy is to offer a basic profile, free profile originally, where we'll allow you to match your skill set to job titles and industries, but not the individual postings. While we're recruiting candidates into that free profile, we'll additionally try to reach out and develop partnerships with different institutions, including universities and colleges, as well as starting to create some of those initial employer interactions. Ultimately, we'll launch a paid version, a subscription-based or one-time or subscription-based version for our candidates, and we'll continue to look for individuals through online advertising, as well as conversion of the basic accounts to premium accounts. Competition currently in this area is largely focused on generating money from the employers and also providing almost no services to the candidates themselves. Due to this, we're positioned very much off into our own space, and the nearest competitor to us would be the Ladders, who doesn't typically offer any services to candidates except for additional paid services, and is very much hostage to the current branding of being over $100,000 for the postings. Our team is 4 MBA candidates at the University of Kentucky. Myself, I've successfully managed over 3 years a P&L of $11 million and 80 employees. I have Kevin Yates, who's my employment specialist, who's worked extensively in the field onboarding and training individuals. Katie is responsible for really driving the focus and the organization within our team. And Ryan has extensive experience with business-to-customer advertising and marketing techniques through internet solutions. Our timeline. We've currently produced our business plan and also formed a very strong management team and conducted surveys into the marketplace to see what we can do for pricing as well as interest in the product. The next step that we're looking to is to continue on with our survey development and web development in order to have a fully prototyped and free version of the website. We'll go on to launch that free version and continue to incorporate more employers and more individuals who are interested in the website. And finally launching the premium version, partnering with employers, and then finalizing some of our feature offerings. Ultimately, what we're looking at is an industry that is a market that has over 10 million individuals every year changing jobs within that target market range, indicating that they're willing to pay up to $100, and we have a pretty substantial profitability possibilities and through our unique approach of taking a really candidate-centric focus on those individuals. We also have a very strong management team with an extensive business background. And at this point, what we're really looking for is to add 2 new team members onto the team. We're looking for an industrial organizational psychologist, an expert in survey design, and we're also looking for a financial advisor.
So are you familiar with the company Path.2?
Path.2?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do something similar. I didn't know if you had a distinct difference. They quote eHarmony of job match.
I'm not very familiar with them. I mean, particularly from searching on the internet and looking for competitors, predominantly what you're finding is individuals or companies that are providing that assessment, but not taking into account any of your skills or abilities. For instance, the most recent assessment I took as part of the program, the MBA program, told me I'd be an excellent doctor. And you know, at this point in my career, certainly that's completely unreasonable. I mean, there's no way that I'm going to look back at going to med school or something like that. So you know, it's very much separated out. But in terms of that particular offering, no.
Any questions, James?
I have a question. Do you have anything like unique or proprietary? And the reason I ask for that is, you know, Monster and some of those other ones are huge and have a lot of money. So as soon as you got a little traction, you know, how would you protect yourself from them saying, hey, this guy had a good idea, now why don't we copy it and crush him like a bug?
Well, Monster, Career Builder, all those sites are currently out of position in order to straddle into our idea, right? Because they're collecting their revenues from the employment side. So as we're offering free services to employers, the pressure would be on them is to either follow us and offer those services for free as well to the employment side, and to try to charge downstream to the customer base, which, you know, if you use Monster Career Builder with the features they're offering, you're certainly not going to be willing to pay them for that feature. So they're not able to really follow us into that customer-focused marketplace. You know, additionally, in terms of the services that we're going to offer, a lot of it is going to be based upon network effects and data collection. So the more information that we're able to collect, the more services we're able to offer. For instance, as employers are making decisions on applications, we can collect information about how they're rating different attributes of your application, provide direct feedback to the candidate. We can also do things like help you provide some career development advice. This is where, for instance, if you come on the site and say, I'm interested, my preference is to become the CEO of a large company. And the answer is no, you're not qualified to do that right now. You don't have the skill set to do that. However, you do have the skill set to match these 3 or 4 different positions which tend to lead down that path. And in that respect, our ability to collect data and to move quickly into the marketplace would be essential to our long-term success.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.